I asked AI if Hornet is void, and here's a little snippet of what is to come in this video. And to get a more well-rounded perspective on this question, we consulted with some expert Hollow Knight players. Here's what they had to say. Did AI just make up Hollow Knight players and then create fake interviews with them? I didn't only ask AI to answer whether Hornet is void, I also included 2 more surprises for you to enjoy. But let's start from the beginning. ChatGPT is an AI program that can generate any text you want it to generate. Even my mum was blown away when I got the program to write a song text in the style of her favorite singer Chris Christopherson. But we are not here for music today. We are here to find out if this AI can solve the question that has been poisoning the well of Hollow Knight lore discussions for ages. Is Hornet void? But this was not enough for me. I wanted this to be more than just a single question. And that is where the 2 surprises come in. First of all, I asked the AI to generate not a text, but a script for a video essay that deals with the question of whether Hornet is void or not. This means that the main part of this video will be a video essay created by AI, and I will only interrupt the video if I have some remarks to make. Secondly, I asked the AI to make the script funny. Yes, I can't even be bothered to write my own jokes anymore. AI will take care of that. Or not. I don't know yet. I'm writing this script with the most stupid grin on my face and can't wait to see what AI actually did with my prompt. But now it's finally time to head into the video. After a quick disclaimer that while I do like ChatGPT and enjoy playing around with it, I don't enjoy every kind of AI. For example, AI art is a shit show at the moment. Yeah, I could go into this for like 20 minutes, but let's just say it's a shit show that I don't support. When it comes to ChatGPT, I think it can be fun, so let's sit back and enjoy a video essay made by AI, titled Hello gamers, and welcome to another edition of the Great Void Debate. Like it's a 100 episode long podcast or something. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and ethereal world of Hollow Knight to answer the age-old question, is the character Hornet made out of the substance void? For those unfamiliar with Hollow Knight, it's a critically acclaimed action-adventure game set in the fictional insect kingdom of Hellenest. Players control a small, silent knight on a journey to uncover the mysteries of the plague that's consuming the land and its inhabitants. One of the main characters in the game is Hornet, the princess of the kingdom and a skilled warrior. She's known for her quick reflexes and deadly precision with her needle-like weapon. But some players have noticed that Hornet seems to have a connection to the mysterious substance known as Void. So what's the deal? Is Hornet actually made of Void? Let's explore the evidence. First of all, let's define what Void is in the context of Hollow Knight. Void is a strange, ethereal substance. Well, I think ancient is more of a fitting term than ethereal, but you know, close enough. That seems to have some sort of sentient will and can be found scattered throughout the game. It's also closely associated with the plague and the corruption that's spreading throughout Hellenest. Yeah, I mean, all of that was quite on point so far, like, this is quite impressive, I'd say. But before we continue to the part where this script totally derails, please consider subscribing and checking out my Patreon for exclusive content if you like stuff like this. Your support means a lot to me and make these videos possible. But let's dive a bit deeper. So what evidence do we have that Hornet might be made of Void? Well, for starters, there's the fact that she can somehow withstand the Void's corrosive effects. In several encounters with Void-infused enemies, I think the eyes talk about encounters with the Knight here, Hornet is able to withstand their attacks and even absorb their Void essence to heal herself. That's not true. This would suggest that she has some sort of immunity to the Void's effects, possibly because she's made of it herself. You know, if what the eye said before was correct, then the conclusion would also be correct, but it ain't correct, it's made up, so, you know. Anyway, let's continue. Maybe this next paragraph will make a bit more sense. And when it comes to combat, Hornet definitely seems to have access to some pretty voidy abilities. She can unleash devastating void projectiles, and even transform into a giant void monster for a short time. But does this mean she's literally made out of void substance? Well, you know, if she could transform herself into the void entity, then she would probably be made out of void. But she can't do that, so that's not the issue here. I think the AI is mixing up Hornets and the Knight here. Anyway, let's continue. Additionally, there are several in-game dialogues and cutscenes that hint at Hornet's connection to Void. Actually, there's you know, Hornet saying to the Knight that she is not like him and is not made of Void. But, you know, maybe there's some other dialogue that makes total sense. One character even refers to her as the embodiment of the Void, which seems to be a pretty strong clue. Yeah, it would be, again, a pretty strong clue if it wasn't made up. Okay, so the arguments in favor of Hornet being Void are a bit sketchy, you know, but maybe the counter-arguments are solid. Of course, there are also some arguments against the theory that Hornet is made of Void. For one thing, she's a physically tangible being, unlike the intangible Void. She can be seen and touched, and she even has a physical body that can be damaged. Additionally, Hornet is a fully fledged character with her own motivations, desires, and personality. She's not just a mindless force of destruction like the Void. In fact, she's often depicted as a noble and heroic figure, fighting to protect her kingdom and its people. That was a great paragraph. That was quite nice, actually. And to get a more well-rounded perspective on this question, we consulted with some expert Hollow Knight players. Here's what they had to say. Did AI just make up Hollow Knight players and then create fake interviews with them? Okay. So ChatGPT really turned into Fox News there for a second, but let's see what the experts have to say. Maybe it's really smart stuff. I don't think Hornet is literally made of Void. It's more of a symbolic representation of her power and connection to the dream world. What the fuck are you smoking? Expert 2. I think it's possible that Hornet is made of Void, but it's also possible that it's just a metaphor for a role as a guardian of the kingdom. It's really up to interpretation. Okay, and the last one says, I do not care if Hornet is made of Void or not. I just love kicking butt as her in the arena. What game are you playing, Expert 3? Who are you? What are you doing? I am so confused. So what's the verdict? Is Hornet made of Void or not? Honestly, it's hard to say for certain. The evidence is somewhat ambiguous and open to interpretation. But one thing is for sure. Hornet is a formidable and intriguing character, and her connection to the Void only adds to her mystique. Whether she's made of Void or not, she's definitely a force to be reckoned with in the world of Hollow Knight. Thanks for watching! What do you think about the theory that Hornet is made of Void? Let us know in the comments, and as always, happy gaming! You know my trademark, my catchphrase, the way I end every video, happy gaming. Yeah, so that was something. Does AI as depicted in my thumbnail know everything? No, I hope not, because if AI is right, then Mossbank and Co have a lot to go over. No, but seriously, this was kind of really impressive, like really impressive in some aspects, and you know, quite far-fetched at other points. But what a fun way to send off this year. Yeah, so please, if you want me to do more content like this, support me whichever way you want and write down below possible topics I could tackle in the next video. Also, thanks so much to all my Patreons for supporting me and generally being great people throughout 2022. And that also goes for everyone who supported me in any way, basically. And I got much planned for next year, so I hope you all will have a guten Rutsch, as we in Austria say. And I will see you next year. Bye. Panada.